Okay then, right, so we look at these swings here then, Titus. Okay, we've got the left hand one is your before, the right hand one is your after. Now the left hand one, you had a nice sequence and routine going through that with the feet together and building in that sequence there, which I don't think I got on camera here. Not quite, okay. Grip wise was the main thing we're changing its setup. Okay, if I go back there, you don't quite say, there you go. So your left hand, you can see when it first went on, see how your thumb now is just off to the side in your mind, trying to sort of go down the grip that way as opposed to being off the side there. As we said, your arms hang this way, the thumb's going to move to the side that way. They don't go straight vertically down. So, and that will encourage or create a lot of opening in the face to the right, and then the slice spin will ensue with the driver. Okay. But the main thing in terms of the swing, again, when you got yourself set up there now, if we put a line on here, you can see your head just behind the ball, just perfect, okay? We want to hit the golf ball with our head behind the ball slightly, the same way you throw a ball, you release the ball. If you were throwing a ball, that red ball, you threw the ball would be thrown from this side of the line. You would never try and throw it from back here, trying to flick it. It just wouldn't make any sense, okay? So we want to make sure we stay on that line. Now, if we put the line on this one here, once you get yourself set up with a better grip, there we go. So put that on there now. So again, head there, on the ball, which is fine. Now then, the left-hand one was, I say, your before movement. You can see a lot of sway and a little bit of lift there going back. Now, for you to make any reasonable contact, you've got to now move your head this way, back to target, but the right amount. Okay, now if you get it right, there's some reasonable shots, but more often than not, because of the sort of I must keep my head down mentality that people always get told, you tend to drop your head down, okay? Don't move enough to the left-hand side, so when you come to make contact, your hand's now at impact, and your head there, unfortunately, is just too far behind the golf ball. Outside your right foot there, you just can't get anywhere near it. So your club, as it's coming through now, it's bottoming out around here. When it comes to the golf ball, it's rising back up again, thus the miss. And then again, the second shot again, and then the follow through, quite restrictive there. Not really able to sort of go through as much, a bit scoopy there. Again, head trying to stay down to get under the ball, because that's what you've kind of been told. Right hand one now we can see. Little bit of movement, but certainly nowhere near what you had in the past, okay? You're staying with inside the sort of confounds of your feet. Good turn on the way back. As you come back to the golf ball now, there's your impact position, your head. And what we look for is, what phrase I often use, your head and your hands bookend the golf ball. So there's your head position, just behind the green line. And there's your hands, just in front of the golf ball, where the ball would have been struck, yeah? So again, bookending the golf ball. Good position there in terms of shot. I think this might be the one that went 141, or one of the better ones, over 100 yards. And then through to that finished position.
Okay.
In time, we need to practice movement through here and this foot. Okay. If we can get that foot eventually, so the knees kind of come together, this foot now will look a bit more up on its toe, sort of movement there. And like I say, I would just practice that as much as you can, even when you sort of stood around at home or sort of work or brushing your teeth or whatever it may be. When you find a day when you sort of just get that used to that right foot movement, taking this trail hip here and turning it over towards your left foot. A lot of that's just flexibility, maybe. A lot of that's coordination of what the body needs to do.
Yeah.
And trusting the fact that if this goes up on its toe, you're not going to fall over.
Yeah.
So I think in the past, where you sort of moved your lower half, you'll often find this foot might jump away to the left because you're sort of leaning back on it, and the weight's not on that left foot. So if that left foot's got no weight on it, it often moves. Then you jump back with the foot, especially with the driver, lose balance, fall over, and go, right, I'm not going to lose balance, I'm going to keep my feet planted on the ground, just keep them there. And that's kind of where people go into it, okay? But in terms of follow through position, I think you sort of surprised yourself how far you went.
Yeah,
I said swing through, and you said that I don't want to go beyond like a certain spot because I don't feel comfortable going there. Your kind of comfort zone was about there with the golf club, the first few swings. And now it's got a lot further there as it's gone round and round and round. But yeah, get that grip better, get that sequence better. Okay, so that's a good sequence there now in terms of setup. Focus now is that you're trying to swing, as imagine you're inside the edge of a very narrow phone booth, and you're trying to rotate your body. Obviously your arms are going outside that, but you're trying to rotate your body in and around that whole thing, yeah? The arms will, yeah, well, there's less going on. You had a lot more effort in your swing when you move side to side with your head up and down, back and forth. On occasions, you time it well and it'd be nice. But it'd be a good shot and then a variety of poor shots.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then maybe a good shot and a bad shot and a good shot and then 4 or 5 bad shots, okay? If we can get more consistent, again, you increase your distance by, right now, a long way, okay? But your consistency now on these shots, your bad shots are a lot better as well. Your bad shots like 70 yards forwards, not that was a good shot 70 yards before, yeah? Make sense?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Good stuff. Very good. Okay, well, I will load it up, okay?